A very good morning from wherever you may watching me from. My name is Ajudrame, back with another edition, the special interview on THDTV. We are live from Majaikunda. Coming to you this morning will be a very important guest that will be discussing many other things relating about Gambian matters. But that is going to come after our first commercial break, because like we always do before we start anything here, please join us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You'll be the wiser if you do that. I'll be back after this short break. Welcome back to this special edition on THDTV with me, Ajudrame. Like I said before the break, we have a very important discussion to make here today. But without much ado, I'll just go straight into the program and introduce to you our guest in the studio. I know most of you will recognize the face and you will know how hard the talk will be today. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
It's always a pleasure.
It's a pleasure having you, despite the short notice. Here we are today to talk about something that matters to all Gambians as far as this program is concerned. You are welcome to the special edition. Can you please introduce yourself to the Gambians?
Thank you so much for inviting me, Haji. My name is Yusef Taylor. Many people know me as Flexdan. I'm the spokesperson for Team Gumsa Bopa. And I'm here in my capacity as the spokesperson. We actually intended to have a campaign, a sensitization. We put out a flyer. And then when we got your request, we were so happy. So in fact, you are the first person to bring us into your studio for this campaign, which we are running. Team Gumsa Bopa is a movement, organization, civil society, youth-led organization. We have been in existence since just before the government changed, because we were advocating separately, and then we decided when the new government came, we formally established, but we've been doing our advocacy for a while. So it's a pleasure to be here with you. I'm all yours to talk about anything Team Gumsa Bopa, anything Gambia, anything that will help take our country forward.
Fantastic. That's why I say it's going to be a hard talk. It's going to be a very interesting talk. Team Gumsa Bopa has been a household name when they talk about advocacy. I recall during the Jammeh era, some of your colleagues exiled, because of their stance with justice and also abuse of human rights, which doesn't go with, standard. But we're still going to stay at the early stage of Team Gumsa Bopa. What can you tell us in brief history? Why was the reason of bringing this Team Gumsa Bopa in existence?
Team Gumsa Bopa was formed by our president, Killer Ace. Many of you will know him. Gambians know him. He's an human rights award-winning activist, if I
By the way, we
put it that
have to
way.
take the opportunity now to congratulate him. Just today we realized that he won an award just because of the human rights
in action.
They do.
Yes, he won a Human Rights in Action award, and he couldn't actually go there because he was busy with this whole Lamin thing. We went with a lawyer, Killer Ace went with a lawyer and some of our colleagues to try to see how to advocate for those young guys, and we found that 6 of them were there, and finally, thank God, they were released. We're not saying it's due to us because the government had already said they would release all the young people, but still, by the time we reached there, there were still young people in jail. So somebody had to go and make sure that those people were taken out, and we did that. But as I was saying, Killer Ace is the one who, the lead, the president of Gumsa Bopa. Gumsa Bopa is an offshoot. Before we have, until now, we have what we call the cipher. The cipher, that's where many artists, artists who have not been, known or been that popular, have cut their teeth, and we expose them. Now, so the cipher was going on, music, rap, but artists also realize that they have a responsibility, and there is where Killer Ace comes in. That's why he had what Kuboka Shiketagi. Wow. So when he come out with that song, obviously, he unfortunately was forced into exile. And then even some of our colleagues like Lamin C, Lamin Marigo, Lamin C, people will know him as El Tigo. He is one of the most
it's a
passionate,
very passionate
protesters and advocates. These people, they were held in 2016. May, they were taken to Janjanbureh prison. These people spend time. These are some of the unsung heroes, because many people know about Killer Ace. Many people know about.
Yes, when you talk about the cipher, I used to recall cipher. You know, when Killer Ace was in his generation, at his early age, getting into Gambian music, he was very, very very active in terms of bringing young musicians and other things into being. But you are still on the process of how this team Gumsa Bopa come into being. About your encounter in prisons and everything. Yes. We have a question for that coming in the program.
Indeed, without a doubt. Yes. So eventually, because I'm trying to highlight that this started since in 2016. Some of our people were advocating. Me, I was in the UK by then. Yes. I traveled to Senegal in 2016, and then I met Killer Ace. And when I met him, it was like we are brothers who never met each other before.
Because you share the same thing.
We share the same vision.
Yes, sir.
We were so hurt by what was happening in our country. Killer Ace had to be on exile. Me, I was in the UK organizing protests, and I traveled to Senegal because there was a big conference there. So anyway, this is where I met my colleagues, and many of my colleagues, they were in Gambia, and I have a very different approach. While I was in the diaspora, I look out for Gambians who were working hard. And I want this message to Gambians in the diaspora to also hear this.
Yes.
When I start working with these young people, engaging them, supporting them, many of them start to see me as somebody who, you know what, this guy has been supporting us. And in fact, before they make a step, they used to be asking me for advice. So this is how I was working with young people. Instead of some of my diaspora people, I will be honest and blunt here, because we have money. So they want to micromanage some people, tell them do this, do that, do that. That's not the best approach. Find those who are doing the stuffs. Yeah. Support them. Give them advice. And with consistency, you automatically become their advisor. Before they take a step, they engage you. So this is how I was working with my Gambians on the ground. And then when we eventually, as I said, Killer Ace established the cipher, gave birth to
the team Gumsa Bopa. Yes.
Because before the artists, they were just doing their artist stuff.
Just to come and sing and
just sing and go, come and do your singing and go in, and that's it. We don't want to go into politics. They don't want to talk about the hardship. But guess what? Gambians and the artists, they also were suffering. Why were they suffering? Because freedom of expression, to say what you have to say, you cannot. They will beat your relatives, your family members. As an artist, you are supposed to be the voice of the voiceless. You cannot speak. The Killer Ace said, no, you do not continue. Bopa Sigetaki came out, then the advocacy, our guys were protesting against the former regime. Yeah. So eventually, that's how Gumsa Bopa was born. We created Gumsa Bopa through our president, and we continue doing it.
Is it registered with the AG Chamber? Yes. It's a registered entity.
Officially registered entity.
Well, let's go into detail now. There are a lot of engagements that the team Gumsa Bopa is engaged in, and most of the time your leader Killer Ace will say it's not me, it's about the team. That is the team Gumsa Bopa. There are many a time that people will see Killer Ace as team Gumsa Bopa, not knowing that there is a big group behind the team Gumsa Bopa. Most of them started knowing about that recently.
Yes.
How have you been working behind the scene before getting into all these latest developments that are?
It's a very good question. We have been doing a lot of work. Advocacy and human rights stuff that we are doing is not a sexy job. I can say now is when people see it as, sexy or is popular.
To look for the hype, just to get into there.
Yes. But what we see is that eventually we are pushing. We've been doing a lot of work. We've been doing our cipher, the cipher where in the last 2 years we've been managing to get 100,000. Because we have not forgotten where we come from. Like I said, the cipher gave birth to Gumsa Bopa. We are still doing our cipher. Cypher still happens.
Do you still have artists that are under the Cypher group?
Oh yes,
Young upcoming artists?
Every other year, last year we gave 100,000 to 3 of the best finalists. So all year round the Cypher will be running, right? And then towards the end we have our final championship.
Yes.
And then when we have the championship, the 3 best who win,
yes,
and the public and the judges decide. We give them funds, a cash prize, 50,000 for the first place, 35 for the second place, and then the rest for the third place.
What is the expectation then? Like, for instance, you organize and give this huge amount of money to young upcoming artists.
Very important.
Who are willing to be part of the elite. What is the expectation from the team Gomsa Bopa? Are you expecting them to take the activism in their career?
We are hoping.
Yes.
This is our main drive. There are 2 things
yes,
that we are doing here. One, we believe that we have to engage the marginalized Gambians. Who are the marginalized Gambians? The ghetto youths who are jobless, who are in the corner, who don't have opportunities. Now, we say we don't think that they should be left there. They also have a voice and a part to play in the building of this country. So how do we do it? We bring them on board. We want artists who can go beyond the cipher. So what do? Yes. We don't end there. It's not just about the funds. We support them with music video, recording of their music, yeah? And we even take artists to an international audience to perform in Senegal. This is what we are doing.
That all is sponsored by
Yes.
Cypher.
Because of our contacts. We have contacts and the ability to send an artist, for example, in Senegal. And we have done that. We sent our bling, we sent Binzi. When you win, you automatically become one of those people who can now go into an international audience and increase. Because of Gambia, we are what, 3 million?
Yes.
2 to 3 million. Huh? How many artists do we have? All of us, all of the artists are, we want Gambian artists to be like Nigerian artists, Afrobeat artists, not just within the Gambia. Let them go out and let them have a big market. Huh? So we are doing our advocacy. We are even doing advocacy on police brutality.
Yes, we will come to that. But let's talk about the artists still. Do you have a contract with those artists that you are protecting and bringing up to become established artists in this country? Do you have a contract with them?
We don't have a contract, but what we do is the winners is who we deal with.
Yes.
So
the three winners always eventually will have some kind of guardians, assistants from the team Gomsa Bopa.
Exactly.
Yes.
And we're even trying to come up with a mentorship program. The mentorship program is to do what? Is to bring some of the artists, because we want to improve the level of the artists. When it comes to, I'm not a artist there. Yeah. Killer Ace and our guys, we have them there, right?
You are versatile. You have the artist side and you have the activism side.
Activism. Me, I am more strong in the activism side than in the advocacy side. Yes. I do a lot of the writing. You will see that I will be there with NHRC, and then Killer Ace does a lot of the arts side. Lamin C and all of this. So what we are trying to do also is to have a mentorship. Some of these things are on the pipeline. How can they improve in their lyrics writing? How can artists understand that they have a responsibility also to be the voice of the voiceless? So these are all part of things which we want to do, right? But there are so many facets in it. We believe that, and I want to also congratulate artists like, we've seen this artist, Hussein Dada, how he was advocating for people like us, the likes of Killer Ace, and other advocates whilst we were in Mile 2. Imagine if all the artists, I don't need to call names, imagine if all the artists were doing this. Now, young people will be very conscious. Young people will know their rights. Young people will actually be able to advocate in a peaceful manner. Yeah,
but they were also saying there are a lot of artists who are also working behind the scene. Not everybody will go in front of the cameras.
Not everybody has.
Just like what Hussein did, that was very good of him to go in front of the cameras, express his concern. But there are many artists also that you speak to will tell you we also do our part behind the scene, and which is there for you to see.
Very, very important.
But we're still going to look at the, you talk about artists that you groom.
Yes.
And a name just came in, which Binzi
Yes.
has been one of the best Gambian female rappers.
Yes. Our bling.
Yes, in this country actually.
Yes. We actually sent both of them to Senegal.
And Binzi is about to launch an album recently.
Exactly.
What is your connection with your former, winners?
Okay.
How do you continue to look at their future?
So on the cipher, we have two things.
Yes.
Normally, when we do the cipher, you have what you call the open mic.
Yes.
Now, the open mic, that's at the beginning. Anybody can come and show your talent, and then we say to the crowd, Majokoko wala muwata. And then we say, that's called the Majokoko session.
Yes.
And
so you want to get the assessment from the public.
Yes. So now, when those people, they come, then they will decide. And then there are other artists, the established artists, they will also perform.
Yes.
Now, those established artists, when they perform, it's a free show. Well, we pay those artists. Even if it's a small amount, a token.
Yes.
We pay them. You see?
So it's not a free show.
No.
You have to go home with something.
They go with something.
Yes.
The established artists.
Yes.
Right? The artists who are going through the competition, they have something to aim for, which is their prize. Yeah? And as I said, we send our artists who win to abroad to perform. So like I said, Bidzi, our bling, these are two artists that we sent out to Senegal, and they perform. So we still maintain our relationship with them. Myself, I am not the main contact with the artists. So there are others who could even come and tell you more about, like if you, for example, like if you talk to Killer Ace now,
yes.
Yeah, he will be able to tell you.
Ali will be able to tell me since the
exactly
8 days of Gambian music.
More how we are maintaining,
yeah.
Because it's not just about that these artists they come and then they go, but ideally, what we want is these artists they come and then now they even outgrow us,
yeah.
Because they are supposed to outgrow the cipher. These artists are not supposed to come and because the cipher is where we are trying to bring up and coming artists, of course. But we also have established artists who perform.
Yeah.
They perform later, especially at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after, when we have finalized those who are going to be in the competition, because it is through this open mic that we usually field in the artists who are going to compete. Yeah. So when we do that open mic for a while until we have the number, yeah, of artists who are going to compete, then now it's all competition.
So then you now have the people that you're targeting, or
yes,
the artists that you're targeting
to compete.
To compete, yeah.
Yes, so then they compete until series of competitions. Yeah. Yeah? And they will be eliminating, until in the end, then they get their prize, and then we support them, like I said, to record their album. We support them with music video production.
Huh? That's a very expensive.
It's not just about the money.
Huh? It's about giving them the chance and the opportunity to excel in what they want to do.
Yeah. So then when they take advantage of these two, we expect that now you will now start to move. Huh? You will now outlive us, because it's not for every time when the winner comes, the same winner will come and try to win again. No. It's
so
not about
you
that.
want to have different
and
new winners every time, so that the competition keep going.
This is
the quality and the quantity as well. It seems like I'm going to leave a little bit about the music, like you said. You are too much into the activism than the music.
That's more,
we're going to go straight now to the, recently, Team Gumsa Bopa, under the leadership of Killer Ace, has involved in, many protests, together with Gala. Gala came into being not long ago. Team Gumsa Bopa was here a long time. Tell us the relationship between the Gala and the Team Gumsa Bopa.
Okay. The relationship is Gambia. We are all Gambian brothers and sisters. We feel that we are all trying to hold the government accountable, and we believe that there are many, together, our voices are stronger. So, I just want to clarify that the first job we did was not actually a protest in the formal sense of a protest, which was the Pura price floor for data.
Yes.
That one, we went to deliver a petition.
Was that the first engagement with
That was the first engagement that we
Team Gumsa Bopa and
collaborated officially.
Yes, with Gala.
Officially.
Okay.
Officially.
Yes.
Yeah. Because of one of our members, for example, Lamin C, he's a strong guy in Gala. He Gambians cannot tell you, is he a Team Gomsa Bopa guy or is he a Gala guy?
I just know that recently myself. I just know that he's Team Gomsa Bopa guy.
Many people see him and they say he's Gala. You see? Well, that's how we believe we should work together and collaborate. Unofficially, right? Because I said officially.
Yes.
We collaborated to demonstrate, right?
To the Pura tariff.
Yes, and that one we had an official petition.
Yes.
For them to remove.
Who wrote that petition? Is it Team Gomsa Bopa or Gala?
Together.
Gala and Team Gomsa Bopa.
Gala and Gomsa Bopa.
So
we had a meeting.
Yes.
We selected our members. It's not even Gala and Gomsa Bopa alone. Edward Francis Small.
Yes.
We selected our members who are going to write it. They drafted it. One from Gomsa Bopa, one from Gala, Edward Francis Small. They drafted it. It's to show you how we work.
Yeah.
When we drafted it, we sent it inside our group. People comment here and there. We amend it. And so, no one group can take ownership of that petition. Yes. It's a combined effort. But unofficially, from the inception, some of our members are also part of Gala, like I said.
Yes.
The day that Gala came out, until they arrested some of the Gala guys at Banjul, everybody saw...
That was the first protest plan.
Yes. Everybody saw Killer Ace was on the floor, on the ground, the police vehicle was coming. Killer Ace said that this vehicle is not going to go. You are not going to take these guys. So, unofficially, from inception.
So, like you said, the Gambia is what you see in that.
The Gambia is what we...
Yes.
Even some of the people in Gala, for example, and I'm just trying to highlight how we see each other as the same. Galas, today, if you ask him, he will tell you he's a member of Gomsa Bopa. And he's one of the strongest voices in Gala, not so?
Yes.
Yes? But we've been working together with Galas since Nawek. When the tariffs was increased, we were working with Galas. We were working with all those people, the Saibos, all of those people, they were working with us. So, we don't see any difference amongst us. What we see amongst us is Gambia. So
from the onset, Gala came with the intention of going against the looted assets of the former president.
Yes.
So every member of Team Gomsa Bopa see themselves at part and parcel
of
that fight.
Without a doubt.
Okay. But let's now go to Pura, because that was the first official between you, Gala, and the Edward Francis group.
Yes.
But when you reached there, was the intention to protest, or was the your intention there was to give a letter to the head of the Pura, because there is a laws that govern this country, and one of them is about the Public Act. Public Order Act. So do you consider that before going to the Pura protest?
Definitely, we considered it. Now, you see, when we are doing our advocacy, it's also about sensitization. That's the reason why I'm here.
Yes.
The Public Order Act, many people misunderstand it, and it has been used in the wrong way. What the Public Order Act is saying is two things.
Yes.
It's controlling.
Exactly. Yes.
Procession, which is Section 5 in the Public Order Act, it's all about procession, and that's what many of us have been charged with.
Yes.
And secondly, loudspeaker.
Yes.
If you want to go on a protest where you are moving, you must request for permit. And we know that very well, right? If you want to do a protest and you are using a hailer, or you want to go in public space and you start using a hailer, you need a permit. Even though we know that people are using hailer in markets everywhere, they don't have permit. Yeah. Okay? But still, we believe that, there is a law. We are not people to break the law.
Yes.
So we said, fine, because the plan was to go and actually submit the petition.
Yes.
Right? Give them our timeline. And then, by the time the timeline is being exhausted and they have not removed the tariff, then we will do a protest, which will allow us enough time to request for a permit, a protest where we are moving. So, and I want to highlight there are two different protests. You can have a protest, you just assemble somewhere. The law, Section 25, gives you...
But again, the police is saying that you call the youths to join you at the Pura.
Yes.
So that means that eventually there was concern about public safety, because you are calling the youth to talk about something that affects everybody in the country. So therefore, you should request a permit before going further. Why I ask this is because of the second protest that we are given a permit. People came from all different institutions to come and pick the petitions that was written by Gala to give to those people to see how they want it to be. So that's why I'm asking the question. Do you not think there should be a better way of doing it in the first part for Pura?
No, I disagree.
Okay.
You see, your rights are not given to you on a silver platter.
Okay.
We, as advocates, in doing what we are doing,
yes,
we believe that we are sensitizing the Gambians, even the police. Even if you observe,
yes,
at that day, where I was talking to the police, showing them the law, discussing with them. And in fact, the police that I was discussing with, those officers, they were okay. We have even discussed with some of the officers prior to our standing in front of Pura to deliver the petition. And they fully understood that we are going to deliver our petition. You see, Gambians, we have every right to do that. Pura is a public entity.
Yes.
Their main concern is to hire people's concerns. Yes. People should be able to go to Pura. What people cannot do is to be inside there, cause commotion, fight, destroy things, and we don't stand for that.
Critics will say, you are using your journalistic work to hide behind activism. Because during your arrest, there are a lot of talks were going on different sides. What do you say today? We have the right, we have the chance to talk to you.
Yes.
What do you say to those kind of comments?
People will always criticize. You see, journalists, we are actually one of the people who are most affected by this Pura price flow. Me, I have a Wi-Fi at home. Even to do my Facebook Live, the quality is so poor. I have to republish my video. Pura is not helping us. This price flow has made things more expensive. The cost that I have been spending just to go around to live stream.
Yes.
So, journalists are also citizens, right? Before even being a journalist, you are a citizen.
Yes.
Now, the thing is, what they are advocating for, is it in line with the law? Is it good for the country? This is the questions. As for the criticism that I'm hiding behind my journalism hat, people will always be saying that. I've had those criticisms before, during the Jame era.
So in that day, you were there as a concerned Gambian.
I was there as a concerned Gambian. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
My union representatives came to me while I was in Kairaba. They wanted to issue a statement. I told them you don't need to issue any statement. If you are issuing a statement, issue a statement based on the current situation, what is happening. But not for me as a journalist, because I did not come there as a journalist on that day.
I think that is very clear to many people who are listening.
On that day,
yes,
I am a managing editor, like you.
Yes.
I came, I have my high-vis vest. I gave it to my journalists. I told them, you are here as a journalist. You are not here as an activist.
Activist.
Okay? Now, me, I did not wear my journalism press jacket. I was there as an activist. Yes. You see, people can say, does that look like somebody who is hiding behind his journalism?
No. It is clear to those who,
The union wanted to issue a statement.
But you rejected
I said no, because of the union. I am there. I know fully well that I am there as the spokesperson of Team Gomsa Bopa. I am not there as a journalist.
So that is very clear. Yes. And immediately that happened, you went to Mile 2.
Yes.
And that was another beginning of a terrible time for you and some of the Team Gomsa Bopa and even some Gala. There were a lot of issues that happened there. Yes. We are legal, we are not legal. Yes. And end of the day, Kairaba police station, some police station, and eventually at Mile 2. What happened?
It was a long story. To cut the long story short, we were sent to Mile 2 for what you call, these are bailable offenses. Today in Gambia, everybody is talking about the supposed killers of Omar Baji. Are they in police custody? Are they being sent? Those are unbailable offenses. They are serious offenses. But this is the hypocrisy and the irony of the Gambia we live in. No matter what, fine, you say that you charge us on Section 5.
Yes.
And the law says that it's a bailable offense. But the magistrate decided to do what? To suspend our bail hearing.
But there's some of you refuse the bail condition.
We refuse the police bail.
Yes, the police bail you refuse.
So police bail is different from court bail.
Yes.
Police bail, you will be reporting to police every now and then, and we said that we are not doing that. We said that we are here because we believe what we did not break any law. We are not accepting.
Was that a legal advice, or this was a collective decision?
It's a collective. And we spoke to our